Have you ever wondered whether somebody was a narcissist or not because of some of the kind or you saw empathy within them? In this video, I'm going to describe 7 traits of the dark empath. Welcome to the Divorce Sanctuary. I'm Elizabeth, author of Finding Lily and the A to Z of Emotional Abuse. On this channel, I talk about healing from emotional abuse and divorcing emotionally from the abuser. I want to remind you that love should be unconditional. Divorcing emotionally is life-changing, and that you have a duty of care towards yourself. I want to help you discover the best tools to heal on a deeper level, becoming the best version of yourself. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're returning back, welcome and thank you. And I want to remind you, this is not a diagnostic tool. Have you ever wondered whether somebody was a narcissist or not because of some of the kind or you saw empathy within them? A dark empath is a term that describes someone who exploits their ability to understand how other people may think and feel. They can recognise another person's perspective while also showing signs of psychopathy, narcissism and Machiavellism, which is a personality trait that denotes cunningness, the ability to manipulate, and a drive to use whatever means necessary to gain power. It's also one of the traits of the dark triad, along with narcissism and psychopathy. And if you've been researching for a while, you might have come across videos about empaths and narcissists, the polar opposites of each other, that magnetic connection. On one side, you have this caring and empathic person, and on the other, you have the master manipulator. The empath is attuned to the feelings and emotions of those around them. They feel what another person feels at a deep emotional level. This is more than empathy. They feel the same emotions. They even might experience the same physical pain. Dark empaths also possess heightened sensitivity. They have emotional intelligence, which is equal to their fellow empaths. They have a full range of empathic emotions and an ability to experience the emotions of others. In fact, they're very understanding of how other people feel, and this is what makes it easier for them to exercise control in their relationships. And these toxic archetypes often possess dark triad traits. So they have an inflated sense of superiority and entitlement, exploit and manipulate other people. And since the two characters appear to be total opposites, it may be surprising to hear that there are people who fall into both categories. These people are classified as dark empaths. Dark empaths are more adaptive than a narcissist. They're much harder to identify. They blend into society easier. So here are 7 signs that someone might be a dark empath. As I said, this isn't a diagnostic tool. The first one is they're sensitive, where a narcissist understands how important it is to create a character who is emotionally sensitive, where they can mimic emotions but not feel them. The dark empath has a heightened sensitivity. They have emotional intelligence. Where they're considered dark empaths opposed to an empath is because they use the range of the dark triad traits to manipulate other people. They use this understanding, their emotional intelligence and their empathy to understand how others feel, which makes it easier for them to take control of their relationships. The second one is narcissistic tendencies. Their relationships revolve around their wants and needs. They share the narcissistic tendency for it all to be about them. The dark empath's highly manipulative and controlling nature often manifests in more subtle ways. So they might experience emotional ups and downs, perhaps as a result of the emotional pain and trauma that they have experienced. But the word compromise isn't in their vocabulary. They subtly control their relationships. And the third one is they actually have low self-esteem due to the wounds. Like a narcissist, they have an inflated ego and need constant validation. However, they are self-aware and emotionally intelligent enough to see their own manipulations and consequently feel as if they are unworthy of love or healthy relationships. Like the narcissist, the dark empath lacks self-esteem Whereas they're different is that they are more self-aware. The narcissist will have abandoned themselves as a young child. And it's easy to be distracted by this self-awareness and them having a conscience. But this is all smoke and mirrors. Their behaviour is focused on what they get out of a person or a situation. Number 4 is they love the power, but you wouldn't think of them as control freaks. A character trait of a traditional dark triad who typically likes to be the one that's in charge of all the time. The dark empaths know intuitively how to get others to do what they want. They know exactly what to say and what to do to stay in control of situations at all times. And because of their ability to read people and situations, they sense what is needed and how to manipulate it to get those needs met. The dark empath can motivate, inspire, and lead. They are experts at using other people. They have the ability to make quick decisions, and they can make good leaders, understanding the needs of others. Number 5, they're emotionally manipulative, and this is what makes them dangerous, as they can leave deep emotional scars. Their empathy helps them understand others, and with this understanding, they manipulate the emotions of others. They guilt trip them to get what they want. Number 6 is they love to guilt trip. A guilt trip is a form of emotional manipulation. And this is why it can be sometimes hard to tell the difference between a dark empath and a narcissist. The narcissist lacks empathy or emotion. However, the dark empaths have this inner understanding of our 3 core wounds: abandonment, shame, and betrayal. And they manipulate situations to create fear around them. They emotionally manipulate others to get their own needs met. And if you challenge them, they will gaslight you rather than admit that you've caught them out. And number 7 is their humour is as dark as they are. They use it in a destructive way, exploiting others with hurtful jokes and put-downs. They might make cutting remarks, laughing and saying it was only a joke, gaslighting. They may laugh at the expense of another person, where the empath would run to help someone falling over. The dark empath would relish at their pain. Perhaps you know someone who has got some of those traits. If you found this video helpful in some way, please like and share, and consider subscribing to the channel. And I'm sending you loads and loads of love until next time.